What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another fun-filled episode of the Outerhaven Podcast. I am your host, Keith, and as always, I'm joined with a fun-filled cast of members with my friends Josh, Mace, and Will. Guys, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you, man?
Nothing. What's going on with you, man?
This is a conversation that's going to go round and round in circles for 16 hours.
Pretty much. We'll do an endless waltz. But again, guys, this is episode 101. Welcome to another podcast. And we're going to jump right into the topic. So very first thing we want to do here is, we haven't talked about this in a while. We started off as a gaming podcast and a gaming site. But, we haven't really talked about things that we're playing or things we're looking forward to. Yeah, there was that Game of the Year list we did back in 2015 at the very end. But we haven't talked about anything since then. So I figured we should just talk about games that we're playing and things we're looking for. Because there's a lot of games coming out around the corner. There's a Division coming out next week. There's a couple new games coming out beginning of April, so let's just go from there. So let's start with the Nintendo hit in the room, since, Nintendo had a Direct recently. So what are you looking forward to, and what are you playing right now?
Okay, you had to go for the Nintendo hit.
Yeah, well.
Okay, so as everyone knows, that today is Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD has came out today, so that is something I'll be playing over the weekend.
Now, you know what? Not to cut you off, I meant to pick that up and I didn't. But Google sent me an email saying that I check Google Maps recently, and I saw somebody else stated that Google did something for the anniversary of that. What exactly did they do?
Yes. What they did is basically a little tribute in regards to basically using the entire world map as like a recreation of the land of Hyrule. I believe like Woodfall here in New York is Woodfall, and other landmarks from in the UK, India, Asia, like ranging from Kakariko Village to Hyrule Castle itself. I believe London's Hyrule Castle. I'm not sure. I don't really remember at the top of my head, but basically is like a recreation of Hyrule World. And basically, like when you put into a first person, if you look at the right corner of Google Maps, you also see like a little small Link 8-bit, I believe. So you can like bring Link into a first person view and just travel the path that. It's a nice little throwback. It's a little Easter egg to celebrate.
It sounds like you put some time into that. So is that one of the games you were playing?
I just got back home regarding to it. I will be opening it up tonight, but right now tonight is also the stress test for Uncharted 4, which I'm also be playing throughout the weekend until the eventual release happening in March, and then while in my space between, I'll be playing Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. So
the neuter version, right?
Don't get me wrong, I'm still pissed that I cannot pet my waifus, but I'll take what I can get right now. I mean, I love it. I like it for how it is, but yeah, I'm still pissed. Mm-hmm.
So what are you looking forward to?
As for my expectations, as for this coming months, okay, for this month I got my Twilight Princess HD, but of course, and after that it's really just about being quiet. But the only thing that is coming out, which I have imported, and God, you probably gotta chew my ass out for this, is that I've imported the Alive Xtreme 3.
What?
Yes.
I'm not gonna chew you out for it. Everybody has their own
Fight
taste.
the power war.
But I never saw the draw of those games, so. Excuse me if I don't understand that. Why you picked that up?
You do not have a set of testicles, sir.
But I am married. I can get that.
You lost them, I hear.
I lost my man card.
I guess the reasons, well, one, besides from the blatant fan service it offers, one, I mean, yes, it is fan service, but scratch that for one moment or a few moments. Basically, one, it's a little like. You play it in bursts. It's like a little bit. It's vacation time. You play as an owner, just enjoying the beach while ogling girls. But also, it is a volleyball game as well. I mean, sure, people will not really focus on the volleyball side of things, but again, it's a vacation. It's a fan service. It's something you want to go have mindless fun with, really. It's
Wait,
like
there's volleyball in that? Shit, I didn't know.
So it's something you want to go have like minus one.
Wait, so there's volleyball in it, like Josh said. So how are the physics? I know you've been paying attention to physics. It's the reason why you got the game, man.
Oh shit! Do we really want to talk about physics in that game? Oh
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
we
why
do.
we asked. Yes.
I've been following the Koei Tecmo Japanese channel, and those
Wow.
are looking fine.
I have
And
never heard you do that before, Will. That's saying something.
and I mean, I've been following all the other YouTube gaming channels who have kind of pride themselves in the naughty side of things, and from FGB to Naughty Gaming, they pretty much gave their seal of approval. And which, if anyone has seen their last promotional video, they also teased it in regards to the pole dancing is back.
Oh boy. So
So
everybody can just spend $60-something on the game and save their money instead of going to the strip club and just get their jollies off in the game now.
Okay, so I'm going to play Asia and ordering.
Hey, see?
So you want to go have like mindless fun, just enjoying some eye candy here and there. It's something really not really meant to be taken really seriously, really. It's just mindless fun, if you ask me.
And
So
there
you
you
wanna-
go. And there's the whole point of the game and gaming in general. Somebody gets it, guys. Somebody gets it. Not
It's like
these social justice warriors idiots. They don't get it.
It's like Onichambara. Heck, you don't rip on Onichambara. That thing's already mindless.
I don't think anybody cares about that game, Will.
Yeah. Sane.
All right. Josh, what do you got going on?
As far as gaming, I just picked up Mortal Kombat X again because the Combat Pack 2 came out. So we've got Triborg, which is actually 4 Cyber Ninjas in one, if you know how to access the secret Cyber Sub-Zero. They also have Leatherface, Alien, and somebody else.
Tribal.
Yeah,
Raicho.
Yeah, the drunken fat guy I never cared about. He's in the game too. But I've been having a lot of fun with Triborg, and that's really cool how they decided to put 4 different characters into one. Because as you know, when you pick a character, you have 3 different fighting styles, and in this case with Triborg, you don't pick a fighting style, you pick an actual character. And there's Cyrax, Sector Smoke, and if you select them and press up triangle, or up, whatever the equivalent is on Xbox, Y I think it is, you can actually access Cyber Sub-Zero, which is really cool. Puns intended. But in addition to that, I've also started playing WWE 2K16 again because they had the NXT pack came out, so I went ahead and grabbed that, plus the the second the second 2K story mode. There we go. I'll get it out eventually. They had that come out, and then I am basically on hold with all my Blizzard games except for Hearthstone. I'm trying to get back into that. And speaking of Hearthstone, what I'm looking forward to is March 11th, next Friday. The next expansion is officially getting announced for Hearthstone, so we'll finally see that. And that's probably going to also be the announcement where they're going to probably detail when Standard and Wild formats will be coming out. So next Friday is going to be pretty huge for Hearthstone, so I'm looking forward to that.
Now, is there a conference, or what are they announcing it in?
This is going to be another one of their fireside gatherings. So what this kind of is they kind of have like a live audience. Ben Brode comes out to a campy looking scenery type of stage, and they talk about Hearthstone, what's coming up, and they unveil some cards. Some of the top Twitch streamers will probably be there to do commentary on it. They'll probably do what they did last time with what the hell was the last expansion? It wasn't League of Explorers. That was an adventure. Whatever the last expansion was, they'll probably do a couple of matches where they'll preview some of the cards and stuff. So a typical Blizzard fanfare when it comes to that.
All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Just
but
clear my
in the
throat there.
future, obviously Tom Clancy's The Division. That's coming out in a few days. I'll be looking forward to that. Got that pre-ordered. And past that, Star Fox Zero, obviously, and Asher Striker Gunvolt 2, even though they completely ripped off Mega Man with Copen.
Hey, Mega Man's got to live on somehow because, Mighty Number 9 is not coming out anytime soon.
Hell no. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put money on it. Asher Striker Gunvolt, the full game, not the preview, which is coming out March 10th, but the full game will probably be out before Mighty Number 9.
Wow. You know what? I don't doubt that.
But
All right.
at this point, I'm willing to bet that fucking Final Fantasy 15 will be out before Mighty Number 9.
Well, it's amazing that the game's even coming out. So, yeah. Don't get me started on Mighty Number 9. Just give me my $100 back. Sorry I even did that. that game has given me a really bad taste in regards to kickstarting titles. I'm just disappointed how the whole thing's been handled.
Right.
But anyway, I'm not gonna go. I digress. And what do we got going on your side of the world there, Karl?
Over here, it's very bits and pieces as to what I'm actually playing at the moment. I recently got my hands on the PS4 copy of Broforce.
Yes,
Broforce?
Me too.
Loving it so far. Sure, it's pretty much a direct port of the PC, but how can you go wrong with guys running around with guns and explosions and death, destruction, and everything else?
Yeah, I was going to ask, did you ever play the PC version, or this is your first time getting your hands on it?
I've got the PC version. I didn't actually touch Broforce until it became a retail copy.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't believe in early access. I hate that idea. It's the same thing with I won't do Kickstarter stuff anymore. And once it goes retail, then I'll support the crap out of it. But yeah, Broforce, loving it. I have a couple of issues with the controlling, which might make for a good article that I might be putting up sometime during the week after I played a bit more of it. Hint, hint.
But, I wish that game had crossplay.
Yeah, that'd be nice, but we all can't be Rocket League. But other than that, World of Warcraft's got to hit that grind, get everybody to level 100 and decently geared before the next expansion comes out, so I don't get absolutely squashed by the opening barrage of enemies. I'm still playing Project X Zone 2. People can read my review on that over at the Outerhaven.net. I'm also playing Pokemon Yellow in bits and pieces because, nostalgia. Same thing with nostalgia with Super Mario World that was recently released on the 3DS Virtual Console. Thank you, Nintendo, for finally making my Super Mario collection a bit more complete.
And that is something I'll probably would discuss more in regard to Nintendo Direct. That will be touching
Oh,
upon
yes.
soon.
Indeed. But other than that, I've still got XCOM 2 that I need to play for review purposes. Sorry, 2K, I'll get there eventually.
I've yet to play that game, and I keep saying I'm going to, and I've yet to pick it up.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things from friends about this game. It's just that because I've got so much other stuff going on at the same time. I've also got Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 that I've got to review as well, so I need to make sure I get that out of the way. And then there's my little problem of, I'm a very big Resident Evil nut, so, obviously Origins Collection is now sitting in my PS4. So that's, like, pretty much what I'm playing right now. As for what I'm looking out for coming up, it's pretty quiet for me. Till we get Doom in, I believe, April.
Is it April?
I think it's April. I can't remember the exact release date, but I saw the presentation of that at the Bethesda booth at PAX Australia last year, and I'm like, I've got to play this game on PC because it's Doom, it's on PC, you must play.
Assuming they don't screw up optimization, Please
well, I'm just hoping they give us a decent single player campaign that just don't go, oh, we're just going to make it multiplayer only.
Nah, from what we've seen, I don't think they're going to do that. I mean, it'll be a travesty if they do that. This is Doom, for crying out loud.
Yeah, it's not hard to sort of get that. It'd be great to see what the modding community can do with this, because the first thing I'm expecting is them to replace all the music and sound effects with the good old Doom 1 stuff. Like the Doom 1 music and sound effects.
This would be the first Doom without John Carmack at the helm, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, the last Doom, he wasn't really doing much of anything. He was only responsible for the game engine. He didn't really do much for the design, I believe. He's been really, while he was still with ID Software, he was pretty much hands-off other than game engine design.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm pretty much good till like August when Deus Ex Mankind Divided comes out. And that's mostly because I had a chance at PAX Australia last year to speak with Mary DeMalee, who is one of the head writers on the game, a bit off the record. And she and I had a great chat about the story that's coming up in Mankind Divided. Obviously, she couldn't tell me very much in the way of specifics, but just sort of seeing where it's coming from a philosophical standpoint, and the fact that she stated to me that all these things, people being touchy in the West, they actually touch on that in the game.
Really?
So they're taking the current political climate and working that into the way that the story goes in the game.
Well, they kind of did a little bit of that in the first one. Well, not the first Deus Ex, but Human Revolution. They took some of the politics and what we're experiencing around that time. So it was good to see they're adding that and that as well. I was kind of disappointed when that game got pushed back. I was really waiting for that.
Yeah, I was waiting for it as well, and sometimes I don't mind games being pushed back if they're for a good reason. It's if something's not ready, then don't put it out there. Capcom.
Body number 9.
Capcom doesn't do things like that. What are you talking about?
But yeah. Anyway, other things coming up soon. Dirt Rally. It's one of those off-road racing games. But for me, I grew up playing like the Colin McRae series.
Oh, Colin McRae.
So
Rest in
I loved
peace, man.
those games. It was great. Get together with a bunch of friends, have a few drinks, and just take on one of the easy courses while we're all drunk.
So let me ask you then.
From what I've seen of this game, it looks very reminiscent of those.
It is.
I've
actually gotten into the early access to that game, and it is a lot of fun. But let me ask you, since you said that, what did you think about Sega's attempt at rally games back in the day, like Sega Rally Championship?
As an arcade unit, I didn't mind it. Sega Rally wasn't a bad arcade unit. When they went to do the home port, that's where it sort of got a bit iffy, because if I remember correctly, that was back during the Saturn days.
Yeah.
And some of those ports just didn't sort of get anywhere close to the arcade rendition.
I mean, I've never played the arcade version. Our area just didn't get them, but it was a fun game on a Saturn. Then again, like I said, I never played the arcade version, so I couldn't compare the two. But it was just curious to see what you thought about it.
I grew up with the arcade rendition more than the Saturn rendition, so.
All right, and looks like we got a latecomer in here. Clinton, I know you're in here. We see you talking to us. Is your mic fixed, sir? Can you talk with us? Well, your mic sounds terrible. Welcome, Slacker.
Well, I'm only using my headset mic right now because, I finally got the thing. Yo, Slacker, really?
Let's go. Don't be ruining our podcast, son.
I'm not ruining the podcast.
What you got?
I'm just asking you.
What you got? What you got?
In terms of games that's coming up soon?
Games that you've been playing and games that are coming out soon that you're looking forward to.
Games that I've been playing, MLB The Show 15, obviously, because I'm preparing for MLB The Show 16. They got some new features that I've been keeping up with thanks to Sony San Diego on Twitch. Playing WWE 2K16, and I'm going to transition from the PS4 version over to the PC version soon. But and NBA Jam on Fire Edition, because I'm sorry, I love NBA Jam. That's just what it is. Shouts out to backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. But
hold on, you're playing it's essentially the Xbox 360 version?
Yeah.
You fail me, sir.
Everybody
knows that the Sega renditions on the Genesis are the best NBA Jams available.
I want you to understand something, Karl. I actually have a cartridge sitting somewhere near me of the Sega Genesis original NBA Jam, not the one with Dan Marley, the one with Charles Barkley.
Thunder Dan Marley.
The one with Charles Barkley, not Dan Marley. Charles Barkley. I got the original edition of NBA Jam. It's somewhere here. And I beat all 27 teams like 5 times. So,
my dream is to own an original arcade console, like an original arcade version of that game. But I'm talking like the early version.
You said one with Drazen Petrovic?
I'm talking the one where they actually had Michael Jordan in the goddamn thing.
Oh no, they did?
Yeah, rare as hen's teeth though. Those boards got pulled like as soon as they hit arcades.
Oh yeah, because that's right. Because Michael Jordan was like, you don't have the money for my likeness."
Exactly.
And Charles Barkley did that to the home editions, man.
Charles Barkley did that to everything.
And then Shaq was like, "Oh, I'll finally be in NBA Jam when it comes to the EA stuff." I'm like, "Oh." Like trying to get Shaq in the home consoles. Nah, son, you gotta play with Kenny Anderson and Scott Skiles. But
But again, the arcade had Shaq.
yeah, the arcade did have Shaq, and then Shaq got famous as hell. So that being said, I mean, games that I'm looking forward to. Well, obviously MLB The Show 16 is coming out at the end of the month. I'm looking forward to Pokemon Sun and Moon because I've gotten back into playing Pokemon again.
Because you got to catch them all, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's just a time killer. Like Pokemon for me is just a time killer at this point because it's like things I can do, and it's an easy, simple, portable game that I could take with me and just say, you know what, instead of playing an RPG and then losing my track in time, at least with Pokemon, it's like, okay, I know at a certain point in time I gotta look at the clock because obviously I've been playing too fucking long. RPGs, I'll get sucked into the story. Pokemon, is there really a story? Not really. So. Other games that I'm looking forward to, obviously the sports games coming out this year. I want to see what Madden has to offer. I want to see what NBA Live actually has to offer because last year's game was good. I want to see what NBA 2K has to offer this year that not involves Spike Lee. Maybe NBA 2K directed by Quentin Tarantino. Maybe. Doom, I'm looking forward to.
On PC or console?
PC. What?
Hey, I gotta ask that question.
NBA 2K, directed by Michael Bay. Explosions everywhere.
Explosions every freaking where.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would be hilarious. No, but yeah, PC. Are you mad?
I gotta ask, because if I didn't, the people are like, "Well, you're biased." Well, yeah, kind of am. But that's besides the point.
I felt it was obvious to the four other people in here that it would be on PC. Like, I'm kind of looking forward to Monster Hunter Generations.
Pass.
Oh. And Kirby Project Robobot.
We'll be talking about that soon.
Oh, that's what the game's called, huh? That's a really weird sounding name, but okay.
Yeah, Kirby something Robobot, and I was like looking at it the Nintendo Direct yesterday, and I was like, Mega Man!
You had to spoil the surprise, didn't you? You had to spoil the surprise.
I was like, they're doing Mega Man.
I was saving that for the later on, but you had to go and spoil it.
Anyways, like I was saying, the first thing when I saw that, the first thing I thought it was Josh, and I was like, Josh might kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, did you hear about that?
Nope.
I think Josh is crying.
I think he cracked.
His voice cracked.
Just a little.
His voice cracked like Tony Chimmel announcing Edge. Yo, so I was looking at it, but like, there's a couple things I'm looking forward to. Like, honestly, looking at Star Fox made me really think. I'm like, yo, should I actually get a Wii U? And then I said to myself, no.
What a wonderful world.
I'm like, no, fuck no, I'm not getting another Wii U. I sold 2, I'm not getting the third one. I'm not falling into the trap I did with the Xbox 360.
Well, maybe you should have sold it, man.
2 Wii U's, really?
Yeah, because you have to understand, the first time I sold the Wii U, there was absolutely nothing coming out. Like, nothing. Like, I beat the games that were worth a damn. And then the second time I bought it, this was after, like, the Wonderful 101 and all this other stuff. So I was like, I bought the Wonderful 101. I beat that. I bought Mario 3D Land. I beat that. And I was kind of hyped for Smash Brothers, and then I lost my hype for Smash Brothers. So I said, fuck it. And then because I actually completely forgot that Yoshi's Woolly World was coming out. Keith, have you ever played that game?
I have it in a box that I have yet to open yet. How's that?
I have played it, and oh my god, it's so much fun.
I beat Kirby Return to Dreamland, the one for the Wii U, and I'm sitting down there like, all right, cool, I played these games and thing, and I'm like, I'm getting more. And then I got my PS4, and my PS4 and my Xbox One and my PC obviously is getting a lot more use. So that being said, I mean, other than that, I don't think I'm really looking forward to any other games that are coming out.
All right. Well, for me, I'll make it short. What I've been playing. Got back onto the Dark Souls 2 hype train just because I'm waiting for Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I completed Bloodborne for like the 9th time, but I finally platinumed it. I got tired of people saying, you didn't platinum that game yet?
How about you platinum these? What? I'm not going to say that on
Yeah. Went back and started playing Evil Within again because I actually enjoy that game.
Hold on, quick question. I'm sorry, Keith. Did Sega say anything about Yakuza 0 this year?
Not yet.
Not yet. No, not 06.
No, 6. No, I thought it was 0.
0 is the remake of the original one.
Yeah.
And 6 is the next one.
Zero's coming out on PS4. I know
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
They talked about that. They haven't really said much about 6.
6.
And they
6.
push back Persona 5, so it's like
Right.
Nani?
Yeah.
well, yeah, remember it got pushed back in 2017.
Yeah, it's still getting pushed back. But yeah, that Overwatch. Give me a damn key, Blizzard. Dark Souls 3, like I said, definitely waiting for Deus Ex. And that's pretty much it. Oh, wait, I take that back. And Uncharted 4.
I think most of us here and a couple of us, on the site are looking forward to Uncharted 4.
Obviously, I'm taking the stress test right now.
Oh, you're in the
for
stress
yourself.
test right now? You're playing the stress test right now? Why the fuck you here?
Wait, somebody said he's not looking for Uncharted.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Who said that shit?
That would be me.
Oro.
You got problems, bruh?
Why not, man?
Dotty.
Listen, I ain't got no
I'm
problem.
just not a... Okay, here's the thing. I've played Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 to a degree. Okay? I've at least given them a try. I don't like the way the game plays. I don't like the control style. The story bores me to tears. And frankly, I just look at it and go, yeah, it's Tomb Raider with a dick.
You're not wrong.
He's not wrong when he said, I think we all said that at one point. Like, straight up.
So, it's just not my taste, pure and simple, and I believe that's still allowed
I respect
in
that.
today's day and age.
No, it's
no,
not
it's not.
allowed.
What's
It is
wrong with
not
you?
allowed.
What's
You're not
wrong-
allowed to
what's
have
wrong
your own
with you?
opinions.
You can't have your own opinion. You gotta agree with Donald Trump or else. Like,
Oh, please don't. I actually watched the Republicans debates the other day, and I felt brain cells dying.
I'm sorry. But real shit though. I understand that. Like, every game, people has a certain taste to it. Like people have to agree with the taste. Like not everybody's gonna agree with me liking certain games. I mean, I could sit down there. I could sit down and tell you a story where I went back to school when I went back to my old school after getting kicked out because I decided to go, fuck around my first year of college. And I went back to visit Brooklyn College and in 2006. And I was talking to another dude, a sci-fi, and I'm like, yo, I mean, some of my favorite games are sports games. And he straight up told me, oh, sports games are the bane of my existence. And I look at him, and I'm like, are you fucking stupid?
Well, isn't that pretty much saying that his opinion and he's allowed to have an opinion?
I'm like, no, just the way he said it. I can agree with I don't like sports games. If you say that, I'm fine. But how can a game that's not Superman 64 be the bane of your existence?
Easy, because it's E.T.
Yeah.
See, E.T.'s not that bad.
No.
Superman
Yes.
64 was
No.
like,
Have you ever played E.T.?
yes,
I've
have,
played
and
that game.
I didn't want to bang my head against the wall. Like, I mean,
Mama.
I didn't want to bang my head against the wall. Superman 64, I almost broke my friend CRT throwing an N64 controller at it. Like,
Well, that was pretty
bad.
childish on your part, eh? You should
I
be
was
doing
also
that.
I was also 10 years old. So I was also like 10, 11 years old. So it's like I'm looking at this thing. This game's that ET's not that bad compared to Superman 64. Like, Superman 64 is terrible. And, like, we can all agree on that.
Yeah, but that's not agree too much because we got other things to talk about.
So
Did y'all talk about that dumb chick at Nintendo and that?
We're not talking about that dumb chick. No, we're not even going to mention her name. We're not even going to give her.
that.
No,
that,
don't do
yeah,
it.
Don't.
Well, listen, man. We gotta talk about it. I mean, it is in the news, and we gotta talk about it.
I don't want to talk
I'm sorry.
about people that support pedophiles and no, I don't want.
to talk about it. Listen, I really don't want to give them too much of attention either. And obviously, people that listen to this podcast will know exactly who we're talking about, so we don't really have to mention her by name. But in the same respect, when you got someone like that at the helm, at part of the helm at Nintendo.
Well, that you know what? Fine, but the part of the issue with that is the fact that she is still part of Nintendo because Nintendo refuses to let her go. It's like, are you really that ignorant and blind, Nintendo? You see what the chick is talking about.
In the same respect, you got to give the company credit. They have to do, at least they have to do an internal investigation.
No, they don't.
The
No, they don't.
The problem is, it's been a week. Like, yes, they do have to. Like, they can
Dude, they fired that one guy from Nintendo for talking about something and his own opinions, and they fired his ass. No, they don't.
So they don't have to. So they don't have to do an internal investigation.
If the proof is already there and they can see it, they don't have to investigate shit. It's there.
I agree with that. Hey, chill out, man.
No, I'm just saying when they, because pretty much what you want them to do, or if you're not, you know what's going on with the other guy. It's basically selective firing.
Yeah, I remember what happened to the other guy, but that was like blatant on the podcast. Like, you know, you're not supposed to do that.
And she wrote a freaking thesis that's public that people can see.
Right. A thesis, and on top of that, on Twitter, she's very active. Even if, like, honestly, you know, you say it best. Yo, sarcasm and all this stuff sarcasm and emotion is lost by text. But in the same respect, when you have that out there, you know, is it really left that much up to interpretation to know,
no.
Why is this girl?
There is nothing left up for interpretation for that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is there anything really up to interpretation when it comes to, like, yo, this girl is kind of nuts in the head?
When you come out and blatantly say that Japan needs to lessen its laws on child pornography and that everybody needs to chill the fuck out about child pornography.
Listen,
it's like, what?
Keith, you want to know what? She's a lolicon, okay? She's a freaking lolicon, okay? Like, that's just what it is. And on top of that, Nintendo of America. This is the United States of America, where we have laws against that shit. Where a nigga from Subway, excuse my language, got 15 years in prison.
You can't even talk about that without somebody coming, whoa, wait, you need to get investigated. And yet here she goes, and nothing has happened to her.
And nothing has happened to her. So it puts me in a position where it's like, listen, I love Nintendo. I love Nintendo as a company. I grew up with Nintendo. My first console was an NES, okay, with Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt in the same freaking cartridge with a zapper. Yes, I had a gun in my hand at 2 years old. But in the same respect, even though it was a light gun, but in the same respect, listen, I've owned every Nintendo console up to this point, except for the Game Boy Light.
And the Virtual Boy?
Except the Virtual Boy. We don't count that. Except the Game Boy Light. Damn you, Japan. But to be fair, I'm sitting out here like, yo, I can't consciously sit down here and accept that Nintendo is still employing and paying this broad. Because it's like, yo, you are promoting some real reckless shit indirectly. And on top of that, to see Kotaku Australia literally write a freaking thesis paper on this shit defending her pissed me off.
I will say that was actually a repost from the US side, by the way.
Even worse! The US side writing a freaking thesis paper? Are you shitting me right now?
Oh no, don't worry, it's gonna come back to bite the author.
My boy Tony Ortiz, my boy Tony Pulici, he boycotts companies if they fuck up once. And small fuck ups, like Steam fucking up during Christmas, he boycotts companies like that. If I end up boycotting Nintendo, I'm going to be very disappointed because they have games I'm looking forward to.
Well, disappointment is one thing, doing the right thing is another. And that's the way life is. You know, Nintendo doesn't get off their ass and address this, or at least make a statement about this, then it's like what kind of message are they sending to people saying that we don't care?
Okay,
because he makes some valid points.
There's plenty of valid points on both sides of the argument. But the thing is, I will state this just as a little bit of an update to the whole Kotaku bit. The author, Patrick Kelpeck, it's actually going to end up being in very deep shit because one of the people that he quotes in the article by the name of Jamie Walton actually went on Twitter after the article was posted and said, I never gave you permission to post my email or quote me in any way, that I do not want anything to be involved in the article. Of course, Patrick has come back saying, we never went off record, quotes were fair game. So obviously, once again, Kotaku is basically shooting themselves in their foot by not actually doing stuff properly and just doing shit the way they want to.
Mace, you want to hear something funny? Patrick Kelpeck is actually one of the more respected writers on Kotaku. So to see him do some shit like that, nah, B.
Guys, Clinton, you have to understand, we're in this journalism beat, and we understand what that is about. It's about getting notoriety and getting traffic. And
but in the same respect, you gotta have a little bit of ethics with that, man.
okay,
Listen,
let's
to
try
be
this
fair-
again. We're in
To be fair,
gaming journalism, and ethics has been going down the shitter.
Gaming journalism. When you put gaming journalism, we're freaking journalism. Period. There
Okay.
still has to be a little bit of ethics. Don't get me wrong. Take it from someone that studies this shit. I know ethics is hard to come by in journalism. It's fucked up, especially since it's really fucked up, especially since 1985, when 185 different media companies ended up getting bought out by 6 different freaking companies. Where now these 6 big companies can control the message. That's the thing. You know, you got things. You got cats like Kotaku who can actively control the message, and they do shit like this.
Well, not Kotaku in general, because Kotaku doesn't own themselves. They're owned by Gawker, so they're the ones controlling it. But it's just like, it's the better analogy is having a rabid dog, and the owner doesn't give a shit about the dog. You know, if they continue to keep doing things like that, then yeah, something's going to happen to the dog. But for right now, they're doing what they want to do, and I can't say anything about that. You know, I'm not trying to piss off Kotaku or Gawker or anybody else who has as much clout as they have in the sector that we're in. But at the same time, the stuff that's going on is just wrong, and it needs to be addressed. Not by anybody outside of Nintendo, but by Nintendo themselves. They need to realize that what they're doing is sending a negative message to the media, and they need to do something. Not even just to save face, but just to say we acknowledge this, we are doing something, versus not saying anything at all. That's just as bad, because you're acknowledging it by not acknowledging it. But anyway.
You're right. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
I guess we're going from negative Nintendo to semi-less negative Nintendo with the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, I was disappointed about that Direct last night. Sorry. But take it away, Will.
Okay, so if you haven't saw the Nintendo Direct last night, yesterday, it's pretty much, personally for me, I thought the entire presentation was decent. Nothing game changing. I'm pretty sure they're probably just gonna give us teasers until like E3. So it was decent.
Wait.
Time out. They're not even gonna be at E3.
Yeah, they're not going to be at E3.
What?
Well, I don't know
they're having their own event outside. They're having their own event outside.
Is it going to be across the street?
Nintendo always has their own event at E3 ever since a couple years ago.
By the way, that seems. Sorry to cut you off there, Will, but it seems like this is becoming a thing at E3 now. I believe Activision's pulled out, EA's pulled out, Nintendo's
somebody else recently pulled
out of E3. Somebody else recently pulled out as well. It seems like most of the bigger companies are now abandoning E3.
And Oya gets arrested.
Shut up.
And what?
You remember that from last year? Oya basically set up a booth outside of E3 without permission and got security over there and arrested and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
And what happened to Ouya? Poor
Ouya. Died in a blaze of failure.
Yes, it did.
No, but to be honest with you, I mean, especially since E3 is going the way of it's like, okay, now the public is starting to get involved with E3 and the regular public is starting to be able to come in. The bigger companies are like, yo, dude, we're losing kind of like things, so we still have to maintain that narrative that we have. So let's invite the press to our own special events. We'll still have booths at E3, but most of our stuff is going to be done outside at our big events in like arenas. And I wouldn't be in arenas, and we're just going to do that. E3 will end up becoming like a regular consumer con, eventually, the way I see it. And the events around E3 will still be like, okay, I'm just going to rent this theater here to do the Square Enix thing. And then Microsoft is going to rent this big old stage in LA Stadium, in the stadium in LA to do a big old Microsoft presentation. It's weird, But Nintendo. Nintendo.
So yeah, let's go and run it down for a bit. So basically, what they opened up is we're going to Mr. Miyamoto. We're going to Star Fox Zero, finally giving a launch date now. Thank God.
Genesis does.
Which is going to be coming in April 22nd. And also, I remember as well. If you remember back, I believe 2 E3s ago, which Shigeru Miyamoto showed off his little pet project going to Project Guardian, something like that. Project Guard. And now it's going to be bundled on with Star Fox Guard, which is like a tower defense game, basically. When it comes
And
to
it will be a
Boo.
standalone as well. And it'll be a standalone as well.
Yes, that it also is. And another games that come out, like we're going to another Paper Mario game, which is called Paper Mario Color Splash. And basically the whole general outcry is that they got reminded of Sticker Star, which everyone pretty much deemed as one of the worst Paper Mario games ever. So that thing's also, it's up in the air. And as well, there's still going to be a lot of support for current games right now, as Super Paper Mario gets a major update coming in March 9th. Basically,
Wait, what?
Yes, Super Mario Maker. Sorry, Super Mario
Cool.
Super Mario Maker is getting a major update on March 9th. Basically, you could have keys, red coins. Pretty much get the drills back in. Is like, oh my god! If you thought the current levels are difficult, oh my god, I cannot
Let
imagine.
me ask you a question, Will.
Yeah.
I lost it. Oh, so Mario Maker. If you're not a fan of creating things, is it worth picking up? I've always wanted to ask you that.
If you're not a fan of creating levels, that's already fine. If you just want to like play like the amazing levels that's all you see on YouTube or anywhere else, I think it's a very good reason to actually buy the game, because again, like when they showed off the Mario Maker section, I believe Mr. Bill Trinen said there's currently 6.2 million levels right now. So
Holy shit! How many of those levels aren't troll levels though? I've seen the videos on YouTube. Some of those levels are ridiculous.
Yo, if you watch IE Battlegrounds, you know, for those of you that in the FGC, you know, IE Battlegrounds normally does fighting game stuff in West Coast. I think Commando's been doing a bunch of Super Mario Maker lately, and just doing the 100 Mario challenge. Dude, them levels, son, they hurt my soul.
Yes, but I believe they're also going to be updating the website as well. So in case you want to like search for levels that meet your criteria instead of just simple troll levels. And also another nice little touch they add is like there's the extra costumes, which Tetra is also going to be a special mushroom costume as well. So it's nice of them to show Wind Waker love. Another game that also continuing update is regarding to Splatoon. It's not new weapons, not new maps, but basically going to more balancing as well, new Splatfest elements. So they're continuing to give Splatoon much more life. Another thing they finally announced it is they gave the official English title for the Fire Emblem and Shin Megami crossover game, which is called Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE. Not hashtag FE, Sharp FE. And another like interesting bit I was looking at the internet is that if you take the first letter of that title, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, TMT, it's SMT spelled backwards. So the nice little bit. Very well played.
I see what they did there, bastards.
And yes, and it's gonna be arriving in June. Thank God for the summer.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you something that happened. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but the Twitch chat was just trolling all day. Oh, with that, it was like, yo, bootleg Persona, when that came out.
Again, like, and also that we're going to details regarding to that game as well. They're going to be keeping the original Japanese track and putting it in English subtitles, which I think is okay. I think it's okay because like they don't have to go spend an extra, I don't know, 2-5 months to find dubbing people who knows how to sing.
But Nintendo Treehouse, though, I'm nervous.
As long as they don't touch my.
No. Actually, Atlas is doing the translations, right?
Yes, I believe so, because Nintendo's just doing publishing. Yes.
All right, cool.
As long as they don't touch my darling waifu, I'm good.
All right, I'm good.
Okay, and regarding to other titles, Lost Reavers, the title that Harada was working on is called Lost Reavers. There's going to be open beta that's going to be kicking off in April, which is a decent zombie hack and slash RPG, yada yada. And then there's, of course, the Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games.
The best announcement ever.
Yeah, there's not that. And I'm just reading down the list because they also showed for European release in Japanese, but also happy days for Europeans. You finally get an official release date for Fire Emblem Fates, which is coming out, I believe, unfortunately in May, which is so you're gonna wait for a while.
Yo,
as someone that is technically a part of the European region, I humbly say fuck you and fuck you and fuck you and fuck your release date.
And and then Karl, yo, hashtag censored.
Hi, yo. And also on the 3DS side, yes, the
Wait,
SCN
did you talk about Pokemon in the other ones?
Oh,
Nobody
yes.
cares about
Thank you
Pokken.
for reminding me. Yes.
Ah.
Regard to Pokken, yeah, I believe it's gonna be coming out very soon. I believe like the next couple of weeks. Yes,
March
back
18, 2016. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, and
That's out to Mark Sullivan at Outerhaven.net putting a list on the site.
and gotta say it's shaping up pretty well. I admit. And moving on to on 3DS side, SNES games are finally arriving on the new Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console.
But that does nothing for me.
And I mean, I believe one of us said like they bought Super Mario World for the 3DS for.
Yes, that would be myself. I bought
Wait,
that.
Karl, you have a new 3DS?
I've had a new 3DS for quite a while. And I did get Super Mario World. It cost $10.40 in Australian currency, so you're probably looking at somewhere around about $9 American.
Yeah, it's $10. I remember seeing it. It's $10.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm quite happy. Like, we're getting a good bunch. Personally, I'm now sitting here going, "Where's Super Mario Kart? Give me my Super Mario Kart. I want Super Mario Kart. Give me Super Mario Kart."
But wait! Super Mario Kart is coming March 24th.
I know, but it's March 24th. Today's the 5th. I want it now.
And
I want it now.
And then they've got to start working on bringing Nintendo 64 games to the
That's
to the 3DS, so I can have Mario Kart 64 in a portable console.
Oh shit!
Imagine they redo Super Mario Kart, right? With worldwide online play.
Oh,
that'd be
God.
too good, but hackers.
We'll see. I mean, my only main issue is like, how many times do we pay for these games so far? I mean, I remember back.
Don't care.
To be fair, honestly, the Virtual Console and the new 3DS, I'm gonna be honest with you, should be connected with the Wii U and connected with your Nintendo account. So pretty much, you shouldn't have to pay for Super Mario World. You shouldn't have to pay for Pilot Wings and F-Zero.
Exactly.
Already.
Just pay it once, and then you get the game regardless. Exactly.
Yeah,
so
but this is Nintendo. It's Nintendo. They love dining us on nostalgia.
But they're not Sony. They're not Sony who will force you to do it because we're totally not. We can't do any backwards compatibility on the PS3 because there's so much to do. And I'm looking at my Xbox One and I'm like, I got NBA Jam on this motherfucker. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sauce. And moving along, we're going to Metroid Prime Federation Forces coming.
Boo this man.
Yep.
Booers!
Expected results. Everybody really does not.
Can I be honest with you? I would not be surprised if the next Metroid Prime game that comes out actually has to deal with Samus going against a rogue Federation force. I wouldn't be surprised. It's just the way it's being framed.
Or maybe Samus goes rogue and they go after her.
Dude,
are you gonna go Halo 5 on this?
That would be sick. Like, that'd be a twist to Metroid Prime in general. Like, Samus going completely batshit crazy. Like, yo.
With all the
I'd eat that alive. Like, dude, that's a good story.
You're welcome. So, Nintendo, if you take my idea, you better pay me.
Royalties?
So, also, another thing that was also announced there was Monster Hunter Generations is not heading to the 3DS this summer. And gotta say, I mean, playing with Monster Hunter 4, and also, yes, if you played Monster Hunter 4 and have the save data present in your 3DS, you also get a little bonuses for Monster Hunter Generations.
And crossovers with Marth? Yo, what?
Yes, there is a crossover collaboration in regards to Marth character, and god damn, that character model. Marth has that manly chin. God.
Sounds like somebody's very happy.
No,
I'm questioning things right now. Yo, right now I'm questioning things, man. I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous, man. I think I should take over. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead, Will.
I mean, Marvel Cheech, and I was like, ugh. Okay, and also regarding to Hyrule Warriors Legend, one day have confirmed a season pass for all the coming DLCs, and
here we go.
Not even Nintendo is immune to the day one season pass.
No, but yo, it's stupid. It's so problem is that Nintendo has never done this before. It's like it's the first time that
Nintendo are finally joining the big boys club. Welcome, Nintendo, you bunch of pricks.
No, to be fair, Nintendo has never done this before, and the fact that Nintendo is doing this now scares the shit out of me because it's like, dude, you were so pure and innocent.
Wait, what?
You were so pure and innocent in
Nintendo?
terms of season passes. You were so pure and innocent. But look at the bullshit you're committing now. You're like Michelle Tanner not appearing on Fuller House.
I mean, you gotta have to give props to how they handled the season pass with the original Hyrule Warriors. It was a very good value.
But it wasn't day one!
Yes. Granted, yes, that is true. So, yes.
Now, just remember that if you're going to buy it this time, you got to get it on day one, because after day 30, they'll probably put it up to buy another $10 like everybody else is doing now.
Whoa. No, you mean $20. What game was it that went from 30 to 50?
Fallout.
Fallout.
Was it? Wow.
Fallout Season Pass is jumping $20.
$20.
Oh, damn. And regarding to like the characters that's exclusive on the 3DS version of Hyrule Warriors, that's one thing I'm very salty about. Like, why couldn't they have released the single DLCs like for Majora's Mask or?
You wanna know why? Because fuck you. That's why.
I mean, the only thing that will announce for both systems is Medley from Wind Waker for both systems. So
wait, people still care about that game?
Hey! Don't diss Wind Waker for how it is.
Well, actually, according to the reports that we have over on our article, that everything announced during Nintendo Direct, that physical copies of the 3DS version will contain a code to obtain the 5 new characters to be added into the Wii U version.
And that's...
you'll be able to transfer stuff to the Wii U version and back in this weird kind of thing.
Yes, which I am like, really? You gotta maybe buy another version of the game to get those extra characters?
Absolutely. What? Are you mad? This is business 101.
I'm kind of salty in regard to that. I'm sorry. I'm very kind of salty because like we gotta buy like a $40 game again to go and get the extra characters. Is like, bleh. I don't know, but that's just...
You didn't expect this? You didn't expect this? Man, you noob.
Hey, you remember Nintendo's done this before. It was the only way to obtain Mewtwo. Originally was to buy a copy. Buy a copy of
that was
Smash.
Exception.
No, that's not. No.
Don't do it.
Don't protect one game and condemn another. It is the exact same practice. You had to buy one copy of Smash on Wii U and a copy of Smash on 3DS to unlock one character. This is the exact same thing they're doing with Hyrule Warriors Legends. They are getting you to buy a second copy of the game to unlock all characters for both editions on both consoles. It is a bad practice, but it's one that they know will work.
Especially since it obviously worked on you and several other people, Will, with Smash Brothers.
Hiya. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Granted. Okay, fine. And moving on, we're going to other releases. They also announced Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix coming on 3DS.
I'm looking forward to that too. I just remembered that game.
I like the Wii version of the game. I love that game. It was great. I'm
sorry, the wrestler one, especially like the remixes with Terry Crews and everything. It's so good.
Oh yes, I saw it. So good. And also, we're going to on a little casual side. They're going to be unleashing Disney collaboration with Art Academy, and yes, you can also make Frozen. Oh, God.
No thanks.
Also,
listen, if you want to learn to draw, and you got a 3DS or a 2DS, and you got a kid, yeah, go get Disney Art Academy. Foster some kind of creativity in these kids, because once they go to school, creativity gets sucked out the window.
Yep. And of course, you guys also mentioned as well the new Azure Strike Gunboat 2 trailer going to be showing a summer release with the. I don't know about the games. You guys know more than you do, so I don't really care.
Actually, I mean, we did do a review of the first one. So but I mean, it's pretty good, Keith.
I have not played it. I was waiting for it to come out on the PC, and it came out last year, and I totally forgot about it because they really didn't advertise it much. So
right. You did tell me that last night. Yeah,
so when I saw it too, I was like, I need to pick up this game, and I'll probably pick it up this weekend and play it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
one quick thing, Dragon Quest nobody cares about, right? Huh?
Dragon Quest 7, yes. 7 is also coming for the 3DS as well. It's
I cared about it until it was 3DS. Then I stopped caring.
Well, didn't Dragon Quest 7 come out? Didn't Dragon Quest 7 come out originally on PS2?
That'd be Dragon Quest 8, isn't it?
Some Dragon Quests originally came out on a console. I'm trying to remember what it was.
This may not be Nintendo related, but
No, it was on PlayStation 1. Wow! Like that's 2000. This is over 15 years old.
So if you want to pick up that, yeah.
And it's right now on iOS and Android, so whatever. But get an iPad and just be like, okay.
Yes.
But can we go to the robot? Can we go to the robot? The elephant in the room.
Hang on, almost. We're almost
the robot
there.
in the room.
And we also got like Pocket Card Jockey, which come on 3DS. Meh. And also
Solitaire Horse Racing. Yeah.
And also the details for going to Bravery's second end layer, which is going to be have a coming on March 10th. And also the special edition comes with a very nice art book, so if you're interested in Bravery's default.
I saw that book and I was like, oh.
And I know Josh is looking forward to this.
I know Josh mentioned the other day he was trying to find a collector edition. I was like, I don't know about that now.
Yeah, they're pretty much gone, so...
Josh is looking forward to Bravery.
The internet for me for pirating that shit. I can find the art somewhere in a PDF, I guess.
Josh is looking forward to Bravely second. Also, keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen, for information. I don't know, Will. I think you might know this as well. If you played, I think Bravely Default, I think the demo and Bravely second demo, you get some extra bonuses or something like that.
Yes, there are bonuses when you play the demo stuff. Yes. Mm-hmm.
But the best announcement of all.
Yes, the new Kirby game for the 3DS, and of course everyone was talking about it. Kirby piloting a robot. And I was
hey Josh.
And when that robot first came out, I was like,
Josh,
Mega Man's robot suit?
Check your chat. Hurry up.
Oh, you have to understand, Will. Hear me out on this one. I'm gonna spit some real game to you.
Shoot.
This game reminded me completely of Sonic the Hedgehog. And as soon as they announced it with the mechanization of Dreamland, and I was like, this reeks of Sonic the Hedgehog. Yo, Eggman is in Kirby now? And then as soon as the robot tank came, I was like, Mega Man X, I'm done. I'm like, Nintendo is troll, man. Nintendo is a bunch of trolls right now. Like, they're just trolling everybody. Like, everybody knows they want a new good Sonic game and any kind of new
You
Mega
said
Man
new
game.
good Sonic game. I rolled my eyes and then died. Sorry.
I mean, the last new good Sonic game that came out was what? Sonic Generations?
Yes.
And before that was Sonic Colors. So it's
Colors wasn't that good, but Sonic Generation wasn't a true new Sonic game either.
To be fair, Sonic Colors was actually better than a lot of people give it credit for. Like, it went back to a lot of what its core gameplay was, and that's relatively a good thing. And it was actually a fun game. But Generations, you're right, it wasn't necessarily a true new Sonic game. And then they gave us Sonic Boom. And that other Sonic game. On the 3DS, what was that shit? Lost World.
Do not even speak of that game, please. Don't.
To be fair, like the combination of the Kirby Planet Robobot, which is pretty much a combination of Kirby meets Mega Man X meets Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, it's basically Nintendo saying, "Yo, watch Sega and Capcom fans suck this game up," and literally show Capcom and Sega they want new games related to the franchises that we're kind of fucking around with right now. Because honestly, Josh, talk to me. How would you feel if Capcom just said, "Yo, we're doing Mega Man 11"?
I don't know. I mean, with the original creators already, departed and elsewhere, I'd probably be a little bit skeptical. But because I know at this point the entire series has pretty much been thrown down the drain, and if they're going to do any type of Mega Man games, it's probably going to be in a reboot fashion. I can imagine people being really pissed if they fuck with any of the systems that we've come to grow up in love with. But
I was gonna say if they didn't install X8.
No, X8 was decent, but it was not the holy grail of X games. I don't think they would actually benefit from a Mega Man 11 right now. I think they would benefit more from a Mega Man X9 and Super Nintendo graphics.
You ain't just whistling Dixie on that one. Yeah, as long as we don't get the voice acting of Mega Man 8, it's okay.
saucené.
Damn, I was waiting for a Dr. Wowie joke. Fuck.
No.
Oh god.
Josh didn't want to give it to me.
So, Will, we're going to have to ask you to end your Nintendo segment because there's something that we have to end this podcast on.
And just quick.
Yeah, I just want to jump on one quick thing before we end this Nintendo segment. Screw you, Japan, and your exclusive 3DS consoles that look oh so good, you son of bitches.
Oh.
Wait.
They're bringing out a 3DS in Japan only that is in the same styling, like the cover, when folded up, looks like the old school European style Super Nintendo console.
Looks like the Famicom? The Super Famicom? The Super Famicom, the SNE? Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, not that box monstrosity you guys got in the States, but the nice, sleek.
No, we
curved...
got the European one. We got the European one as our second.
Yeah, much later.
Yeah, we got that as our second. Yeah, we got that as our second model.
Yeah, well, that's what Japan is getting as a cover for their a variant on the new 3DS console, and damn them for kicking it to themselves.
Wow, that looks fantastic, man. I would import the hell out of that.
And also, as just quickly as well, they also have new amiibos, a Kirby line amiibo as well. So also something if you want to go amiibo hunting as well.
What a shock! New amiibos by Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's almost like they like printing money.
So yeah, that ends up the Nintendo presentation.
All
right.
Man. All right, Keith, go ahead, bro.
No, it ain't me.
Oh.
I suppose I'll start this one.
I was saying, Keith, you do the transition. I'm like,
oh no, this one needs no transition. The hatred is already there.
all right, hold on. Everybody, I want to put a disclaimer right now. The opinions of Karl May Smart are not those of the Outerhaven or anybody else on this podcast. But if we do agree, and that's just what happens. Go ahead.
And my opinions as well.
And Josh's opinions as well. So in the same respect, if you want to send any hate mail, send it to Josh Piedra at theouterhaven.net and send it to Karl Smart at theouterhaven.net. You know the deal.
Or just send it to the Drama Llama because he don't give no shits. Basically, if you basically wondered why Twitter exploded into this gigantic war in the last 24 odd hours, it was because the trailer for the no, that's next month. The trailer for the Ghostbusters sequel / reboot / remake / we're not calling it a remake, but we're marketing heavily on nostalgia anyway. Thing. The trailer for it got released.
And why do we care?
Well, here's the thing. A lot of us have watched the trailer. Keith's watched the trailer, Josh has watched it, I've watched it, Clinton,
and I'm going to actively
Will's
watch it.
And pretty much the consensus has come back from a lot of people.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Agree.
Thank you for getting me straight to the point. It fucking sucks. You can tell very quickly those who went to a media event sponsored by Sony that was filled with hardcore Ghostbusters fans that will cheer anything with the Ghostbusters logo on it, because those people have a highly positive reception to this. Two major examples, if you go and take a look at GameSpot, they were overly positive about this. Someone that I thought would have more brains not to be sucking into these things, Black Nerd Comedy, here, the guy on YouTube, he was extremely positive, but you could tell he was highly influenced by being at the media event with the fans around him. Everyone else, even people who really want to see this movie succeed because of, an all-female cast, are hesitant to speak out about this in a negative light.
But we're not.
We're not. I'm in the middle of crafting an article that will be up on the outerhaven.net in probably the next few hours.
Can I ask a question?
Probably more. Yeah, what?
Can I ask a question?
You just
Sure,
asked
you
that.
cut me off, so just go for it.
Like, what the fuck I'm watching the trailer as you're talking about it, and I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm looking at the cast, and I'm like, we all can make a consensus that Melissa McCarthy's not funny.
No, she's not. She never has been.
And Kristen Wiig isn't funny either.
No, she is not.
I'm looking at the black chick who just happens, for those of you in New York City,
Just happens to be black and knows New York.
happen to black, knows New York, and works as a station agent for the MTA. Like, what the fuck?
No, somebody said that to her, and she was like, "What did she say about that?"
I think she says grow some nuts or something. Like, I think she said it's so fucking what?
It was pretty derogatory. She took offense to it.
It was so fucking what? To be fair, like, I'm sorry, I don't like the trailer. Doesn't seem funny to me. I'm just looking at it as like,
Yeah. The woman that you're talking about is Leslie Jones, who plays
Leslie
Patty
Jones, yeah.
Tolan. Now, the thing is with Leslie Jones, she is in SNL, and basically that is her character. The same thing that you're seeing in Ghostbusters, the same thing she does on Saturday Night Live.
Right.
She is the hysterical black sassy woman.
Much like Maya Rudolph was.
Yeah, so that's her gimmick. It's just like, Melissa McCarthy's gimmick is, oh, I'm fat, dumb, and uncoordinated. Watch me fall down. Haha, isn't that funny? No, it's not. This is 2016. We expect a little bit better than stereotyped comedy in this day and age. And I'm not saying that to be one of those progressive retards. I'm saying that in the sense of comedy can be put at a higher level. Hell, look at the original Ghostbusters film. It had crass humor. It had smart humor. It had, dumb, lazy writing jokes in it. But it was a good mix of everything. There was a bit in it for everyone. This is just stereotypes, people that are stereotyped, people that know that they're in a remake and are playing it like they're in a remake. They are not making these characters their own. They're not even trying to do anything besides just reading a script and collecting a paycheck.
Right.
And that stands out so badly in this trailer that a lot of people are going, yeah, this is not gonna work. And the fact that they have to qualify any arguments with, it's got nothing to do with it that it's a bad female cast. The casting is okay, it's just that the script stinks of cheap Hollywood cash-in. And, there are some good things in the film. Those ghost effects are a combination of practical makeup effects, LED lighting, and minimal CGI enhancement. That's why those ghosts look so good in the trailer.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if they keep that up throughout the entire film, then at least that's a positive we can take from it. But everything else, it looks like it's almost like a badly done parody. It looks like an SNL skit, which, to be honest, things that Dan Aykroyd has been in the past have been. Even Ghostbusters itself was an SNL skit. The Blues Brothers started out as an SNL skit. But the thing is, they were able to... Coneheads. But the thing is, they were able to expand upon those ideas and create a very viable universe. This just doesn't have anything that anybody is resonating with. But every time you bring it up, it's, you're a misogynist because you don't like an all-female cast. Bullshit. We want this shit to succeed as an all-female cast. Because we want to see more females in lead roles, on their own in lead roles in movies. It's just that if you're going to put out shit like this, then, the way Hollywood works will just stay the way it is now.
All right, I'm going to go and say something after Josh says his piece. I know Josh has something a little more substantial than I do.
Yes, by all means.
If you're done.
Fire the cannons.
Yeah, so, I'm not, against this movie because of the all-female cast. As a matter of fact, when I first saw that they were casting, 4 women, I'm like, hey, that's actually a pretty cool direction. I can actually dig that. I actually want to know if there's actually a male playing the role of, I can't even, Janine. I want to know if there's actually a male doing that.
It's Chris Hemsworth.
Captain
so that was actually pretty interesting to swap the genders. So I'm like,
Chris
okay.
Clinton, that's Thor.
What the hell?
Thor. I mean, fuck. It's two
Whatever,
Chris's.
who cares? Shut up. So anyway, I'm basically watching this trailer, and I'm like, all right, it's starting out pretty good. 30 years ago, some scientists saved New York for some ghosts. I'm like, oh, so this is taking place 30 years beyond. So we're getting a sequel. This is like Ghostbusters 3, right? And then all of a sudden, it's like humble beginnings all over again. So it's like the trailer leads you to believe this is taking place 30 years in the future, and there's still a ghost problem, but it's actually not. It's a reboot, and it's basically the Ghostbusters starting all over again. And I'm trying to find the good in this trailer, and I do see some of the good in it, in the fact they're trying to pay homage to the original film, how the ghosts are starting to come to New York City, and there's these 4 or 3 scientists, and, you know, the non-scientist in the 4th role, which, by the way, Winston Zeddemore was also not a scientist, for those of you who are wondering. They come together and they start busting ghosts. I'm like, okay, but I was fine until I saw them whip out fucking guns and start punching people. I'm like, wait a minute, the Ghostbusters never whipped out fucking pistols. They never fucking punched ghosts in the face. Then they started doing these stupid fucking jokes that were like on the level of fucking elementary school kids. Like, alright, the original Ghostbusters, they had, you know, humor for everyone. They had humor for the kids. They had humor for young adults. They had adult humor. They had everything you could ever want in there. Now they're just pandering to this fucking plastic generation of motherfuckers who can't get anything taken seriously, to get offended by every little fucking thing that they actually see, hear, and touch, and taste. And case in point, there's actually people out there who are actually saying this movie is racist because of the black character in it. No, the only thing this thing is fucking racist against is actual good movies, because this fucking movie is absolutely terrible. The fucking trailer looks like garbage, and I would not fucking call this anything short but a fucking failure. This is supposed to like hold up the legacy of the Ghostbusters lineage. This is supposed to pay homage to that fucking film. No, it's actually taking a big giant golden shit on it. Fuck this film.
I could have sworn that Josh said this was not going to be a rant on Wild Proportions. You were incorrect, sir.
I'm sorry. Yo, so much salt, son. Like, damn.
I wasn't going to go there, but I just took off. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going in.
All right, Kevin. Relax.
And nobody blames you at all, Josh. Like, that's the thing. A lot of people are saying, you know, this is an insult to, the quote, Galvatron from Ghostbusters, from the Transformers movie, 1986 version.
God,
this is bad comedy. But like, the only thing,
shame not many people are going to get that reference. Damn shame.
If people aren't getting that reference, go and get the 1986 Transformers animated movie now and educate your fucking selves, you plebeians. But I will tell you this: I got one chuckle out of the entire trailer. One. And that was Melissa McCarthy getting bitch slapped.
It was followed by the worst line I've ever heard. The power of Patty compels you. Compels me to do what? Not see this movie, because that compels me very well.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw the trailer. I got a chance to see the trailer while y'all was talking about it, and I'm not pleased with it. Listen, I never thought Melissa McCarthy. I never thought Melissa McCarthy was all that funny. There's roles where she can be funny in it.
Name one.
I said roles that she can be funny. I haven't seen one yet. Oh, I mean, there's roles that where she can be funny.
Even remarks with her name in aren't funny, as you just heard.
Then you got Kristen Wiig, who I never thought was funny. I've argued with people. I'm like, this girl's not funny. Like, she's not humorous at all. Like, people, when she first came on SNL, I was like, she's not funny. The other chick, I don't even know her name. But, like, Leslie Jones, I can dig Leslie Jones, and I'm not saying this as a fellow black person. I'm just saying this because, like, her character is so, simple and real. It's like, okay, I respect it. But in the same respect, in the same scope, it's like, why is this movie so shallow in substance for a Ghostbusters movie?
Because we wanted Ghostbusters 3, they couldn't make it happen, so they gave us this. Be happy.
And then it's like, I see on, like, Karl points this out to me, and I see it on Twitter, and I'm like, why are people blowing up like this? It doesn't make sense. Oh, you're misogynistic this, you're racist that, you're blah, 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 you're blah, blah, blah. I'm like, let me explain to you something. It's not that we're misogynistic to women. There's a lot of unfunny women. There's a lot of funny women. Like, some people, listen, I'll be honest with you. Some people might think Melissa McCarthy's funny. I just don't think she's funny. Some people might think, like, Margaret Cho's funny. Some people just don't think that she's funny either. Same thing with Sarah Silverman or any other female comedian, except for Regina King, because, if you watch the Boondocks, But,
how do you not say she's not funny?
Like, Regina King is hilarious.
She is everything you want her to be. But anyway.
There are plenty of funny female comics out there. Hell, just look at the career of Wanda Sykes, for fuck's sake.
Wanda Sykes.
Which is hilarious.
Dude, remember the chick? Remember Angela Johnson and Bon Quiqui? Like, yo, that's funny. Like, she's hilarious. That little Spanish girl is funny. You know, the chick that played Miss Swan, I'm blanking on her name. On Mad TV. You know, like...
But the point is, you know, there are people who just don't work. And Melissa McCarthy is pretty much the leading example of this. And the worst thing is, and this is just, again, you know, we haven't seen the movie yet. And that's the thing that's scaring a lot of people, because a lot of people look at this trailer and have the same thing of, this is a Melissa McCarthy movie. You know, this is like watching Bridesmaids, this is like watching Spy, this is like watching Tammy. You know, it's Melissa McCarthy being fat, uncoordinated, and dumb, and everyone around her is there just to play off her stupidness or to play with her stupidness.
The thing about it is like, okay, you know, I'll throw it out there. Bridesmaids was actually a funny movie. It's actually a funny movie, but not because of McCarthy. You know, there was several other people in that movie that made that movie funny. McCarthy was kind of like the last person you think of in terms of being funny. You know what I'm saying? You know, remember she also does a sitcom. She also did a sitcom Mike and Molly, which was okay.
No, it was not.
Which was I said okay, and I'm like trailing that off on purpose. So it's like I don't know. It just made me just get. Let's just get the biggest female comedy people that we can get, just fucking because.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't give a fuck if she's Jenny McCarthy's cousin or not. I don't care. She's not funny.
But yeah, like I'm going to expand upon this as like a list of my reasons why I'm seeing this film already as a failure. That will be up soon on the Outerhaven.net. It'll probably be up before this podcast, depending on how we go.
I think we're done.
Damn, shot.
But yeah, if you want to read more, just keep an eye out on the website, or you might have already seen it on the website. Any hate mail, feel free to address that to drama.llama@gofuckyourself.com.
I was going to say I was going to tell you to send it to Donald Trump, but
I'm still wondering.
No,
why...
I'm going to leave. Okay, here's the thing. Donald Trump is an asshole, but you know what? Let's leave the poor man alone. The world already hates him enough. We don't need to blame him for the Ghostbusters movie,
like,
okay?
Part of me is like thinking, part of me in the back of my head is thinking like, yo, you know, if you really wanted to for Ghostbusters, you could have went with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler and called it a fucking day. Like,
Tina Fey probably would have like, nah, I don't think so.
Nah, Tina probably would have.
Not if the script was bad.
Nah, Tina would be like, I'm gonna kind of take over the script and write it myself. Like, you know, like Tina and Amy would just like basically just say fuck it and we're gonna rock with that shit. You know what I mean? If you were gonna go like,
spared us some hate mail too, because I actually refrained from saying the one thing that would have gotten us a lot of hate mail. So you should thank me for that.
Nah, say that shit.
What was that?
Well, the part I left out of my rant, I was going to say that Harold Ramis should be thankful that he's dead, because if he were actually alive today, he would have killed himself actually watching that trailer.
No, you're not the first person to say that. I've seen many people say that. I've seen many people say that.
Like, you know,
I heard the grave rolling when the trailer was released.
I'm gonna say it like this: if I had to cast this movie over, and for the role specifically, and if I was to keep the quote unquote diversity,
if you were the gatekeeper,
like if I was
the key master,
if I was a key master to this, it would be Tina Fey, Amy Poehler. I would definitely put in Aisha Taylor because she is actually funny. And then I just like I'm hard pressed for a fourth one, but if I had to go, I'd probably end up going Maya Rudolph or Angela Johnson.
I would have put Halle Berry in there.
But I'm thinking with comedians. But yes, I like Halle Berry too.
Why comedians? I go with real talent.
Okay, and here's the worst thing. Like, just to wrap this up, because we have been going a while on this topic, and we need to finish the podcast. The worst thing is that Sony actually has a part of their lot dedicated that they call the Ghost Corps area. Okay, this is an area that is designed for them to film more than one Ghostbusters film. In other words, regardless of if this bombs, whether it's a success, whether it has 10 ton of negative opinions coming out of reviewers and everything, Sony have gone, who cares, we're making a goddamn series out of this, and we're going to do it because we want to.
But question: Are they I remember hearing that they're going to be doing a male version as well.
There was a lot of back and forth with that. We don't know what happened because all we know is discussions broke down between Sony and Bill Murray.
That was supposed to be the actual Ghostbusters 3, right? The male
Yeah.
version?
Yeah.
Actually, no. It would technically be Ghostbusters 4 because the Ghostbusters video game that we had on Xbox
Yeah,
360
that did
and
serve as a
PS3
connection.
was
Yeah.
officially number 3.
What?
Yeah, it was canon.
Wow! I played a movie. That's great. But also, let's go. Let. Yeah, I would I want to mention that there's also another crossover coming in for those of you that I just heard about this. 23 Jump Street and Men in Black.
All right, good night, everybody.
Yeah, on that note, any final thoughts?
Bye-bye.
That was the best. That was the best ending ever.
No, seriously though, what do we got? Let's get. Do we have any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Fuck Sony, fuck the Ghostbusters movie, fuck Nintendo, fuck anybody in Japan who's getting that sweet Super Nintendo new 3DS console.
Fuck Konami.
Fuck
Yep,
Konami,
fuck
fuck
Yo, what happened
Capcom.
with Konami now?
Nothing.
fuck-
Just they're always in there.
No, I
fuck-
heard something.
No,
today. but...
shush.
No, nothing happened with Konami.
Fuck Mighty Number 9, give me my $20 back, give Keith his $100 back.
Yes, please.
Other than that, fuck WWE and fuck Roman Reigns.
Damn, man.
All right, my final thoughts. Something I forgot to mention when I was looking forward to games. On April 5th, we all get to enter the Gungeon. Can't wait
Oh,
for that.
yes, please. I've been asking for a review copy for months. I played that at PAX East 2015, and I was like, oh, I love this game so much.
Yeah,
But
and seriously, fuck the Ghostbusters movie. That movie needs to drown in fucking acid and set on fire.
Wow.
Agreed.
Alright, let me
Hey,
go.
Josh, you want to take over my article?
My final thoughts is rest in peace, Hayabusa. I mean, I heard about that today. Yeah, I was kind of salty about that. I was like, oh, Japanese people, Japanese wrestlers dying. I'm sad now. You know.
And just a couple months after he learned how to walk again, too. That's
Oh,
really
yeah,
sucks.
I know.
Oh, damn.
Also, R.I.P. Ben Carson's presidential campaign.
Yo, please. That was a joke anyway. Fuck that.
Okay.
I've give up. You mean you give up now? You didn't have a chance. It was already over.
Funny.
Oh,
So
man, that's funny. I'm sorry. Yo, honestly, I mean, keep in mind. Listen, I'm gonna try my hardest to keep an open mind about the Ghostbusters movie. That's just me, and
it's proving very difficult.
Well, as journalists, that's your job.
yeah, as a journalist, it's my job. But even in a personal sense, I'm gonna try to keep an open mind because I kind of want this movie to succeed, if not for Leslie Jones alone. Like,
Does she owe you money or something?
Probably. Like somebody owes me money somewhere, but yeah. Also, baseball season starts soon, so yeah. Go.
Cool.
If you say go Mets, I'll kill you.
Gomez.
Go Mets.
I'm like, go ahead though.
Okay, for my final thoughts, I'll be heading back to Uncharted 4 stress test. I'll be playing Twilight Princess HD. And Josh, also, I believe I own a piece of your soul because I'll also be enjoying my Golden Mega Man amiibo as well.
Oh, really?
You are
wow.
a shitty fuck clown, baby.
Wow. Why do you throw shade like that? Why'd you throw salt like that? What the hell, Will?
That wasn't even shade, so he threw the whole fucking tree.
Wait.
He just said,
That's
he
your
just
quote of the
said,
night. Will's a shitty fuck clown, baby, for rubbing that Golden Mega Man amiibo in my face.
Isn't that shit still available? I saw that shit at GameStop in New York City, son. Like, for real. I walked to a GameStop to go get me the 3DS that had
Then you
Red
should
and
go
Blue.
back and see if it's there and get it for Josh.
Yeah, I'll probably just see if I can get it online and just send that shit to him like happy birthday.
I'll
There's
keep
a
my eye
birthday
out for
present,
it.
Josh. Happy birthday.
Yay, birthdays.
Oh yeah, it is a happy birthday then.
Oh, it's not my birthday yet. I got like 3 more weeks.
Indeed.
But thank you for the early wish.
Indeed.
All right,
Yeah.
then, guys. From us to you, happy podcast 101, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Yo, the podcast 101.
Bye.
Har har. Good night, everybody.